Are you one of those people that has achy or stiff fingers or wrists or hands, and you've been given a multitude of names of what that might be? You've tried the lotions and the potions and the rashes and the salves and the pills and the machines, and they still hurt. Can the emotion code help with that? You're going to find out today. Hello, everybody. My name is Michael Logie. I'm a certified emotion code practitioner. Welcome to episode 195. You got it right, Captain Obvious. There's 194 other episodes before this one. We're live here every Saturday, helping you understand how the emotion code can help by giving you live demos. So that's what we're going to do today. And who's with me today is John, the other bro. Good morning, John.
Hello, everyone. Yes, my name's John in Variety. Yeah, the other half of the emotion code bro. And this one is the pain's always one of my favorite ones. And, you know, the wrist pain is something that I dealt with. And that's kind of how I got into it. So how I got into the emotion code and body code. So it's a favorite for me. So if you do have pain, stick around. This is going to be a great episode.
I know. Listen, my email, when we sent the notice out about this, my email lit up like a Jerry Lewis telethon. I don't know who knows what I mean by that. And you know what? Whether it's your fingers or wrist or hand, we want to help you today. Now, listen, we're going to dedicate a number of episodes to this widespread problem. It is really common. Even when I'm working with the client on something else and I mention this, they say, oh, I have that. But they didn't think to ask me because, we were working on something else for them. So here's our goal. Our goal today will be to give emotion code session demo and reducing your stiffness, and you're going to let us know live in the chat to reduce it. So after you get some really awesome results with us today, we want to work with you further so you could book some more sessions so we could work on your fingers and your legs and your elbows and your hips and blah, blah, everything. So today, here's the goal: to have you see and feel the effectiveness of John and I being your proxy, deleting the emotions that are causing the stiffness. And after you get holy S-ball results, we want to help you go further. Okay. So John, say good morning and tell people what we need to see from them so we can have them in the consideration list that we're reading on the side.
Absolutely. So if you're watching live, and hey, if you're watching live, say hello, let us know where you're from on Facebook or YouTube, and shout out to our podcast listeners as well.
Yep.
And so we're looking for two people with aches and pains, chronic pain, fingers, hands, wrists. So that's our focus, is here and up today. Okay.
Yeah. Welcome to the Here and Up series. We want to help you.
Yeah. And then a little bit of context, like severity, scale of 1 to 10, 10 being most severe. And maybe even like how long you've been dealing with it. 10 years, 20 years, something like that. A couple of years, 3-4 years.
And so what really have you tried? What lotions and potions and rubs and, what have you tried about that? Because today we want to really impress you. So let us know in the chat, John. We're going to say hello to some of our friends watching. And we're going to start off with heading out to the UK. Natasha Polisamuel has joined us. She's given us a hashtag. Deb Spring is watching on our YouTube channel. Hello, bros. Another amazing shore. I'm sure.
Sure.
I was reading the next one. Sheldon Foster, hello from Baltimore. And
hey, Sheldon.
What else, John? Who else?
Julie Drost, Loken. Michael is amazing. Did a session yesterday.
Yes. Hey, Julie, if you don't mind, remember the little thing that was in the background? Okay, your dog. Give me an update. She didn't call me for a dog, but her dog was barking in the background. You know what I told her? I can fix that. So give us an update. I'd love to hear about happy little doggy. JT is in the house, our friend from Seattle area. Good morning, Jennifer. Letty Madrid is in the house, fellow emotion code practitioner. Welcome. Okay, John.
Holly is here. Hello, bro. Say Holly.
Okay. Hey, Holly.
And Sherry Day Foster from Williams Lake, British Columbia.
Another Canadian fellow friend with us. Sherry, Kareem, CBM. She's giving us a good morning.
Kareem Beach, Murray.
Okay, a couple more.
Sylvia Cohen says, I am in. It's my thumb wrist that needs loosening.
Well, I'm going to tell you a little secret. about Sylvia Cohen.
Uh-huh.
It's her birthday.
Happy birthday, Sylvia.
Or soon. I think she said this would be a great birthday present. So I'm going to personally choose to work with Sylvia today. So I'm just going to take a couple notes. And good. As I do that, John, we're going to look at some other friends here.
Yeah, so Sylvia, where are we at on the comments here? Permelia Parham, good morning, bros. Happy watching from a cloudy, rainy Parksville on Vancouver Island.
Okay. Good stuff.
Julie Drost is saying, Violet, my French bulldog is chill. Michael, quiet her nip.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Jennifer Towner, question. I have a question. Have trigger finger. So when there's inflammation in the tendon, which makes my finger get stuck in a closed position, would emotion code help with this? Just wondering. It may. It's definitely worth a try. I think I've worked with something like this before, where things would just lock up in the hands, fingers, and it helped. I think I have, but again, Jennifer, definitely worth a
good
try.
I'm just going to get a couple more updates from Sylvia Cohen. Sylvia's going to get an emotion code session today, so hang in there. I want to show you how it's done. While we're doing that, imagine if this was you getting a longer session where we can help with lots of stuff. Again, today is for Sylvia to say, wow, this feels more flexible. Sylvia, you said it was your thumb and wrist. Can you tell me left hand or right hand? And right now, talking to me on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being I can't move my fingers, what is the severity of the pain? Two things, which hand and thumb and wrist on which hand, and give me the severity.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we have another volunteer who just kind of skipped over. Sherry Day Foster. It says, musician, since my hubby died. I'm sorry to hear that. Hands and fingers stiff. So yeah, Sherry, if you're here for a session, again, like which side, or maybe it's both, and severity.
Good. So John, I think what we're going to do now is that, we have a lot of new friends joining us, and my hunch is most people know somebody in their life that has stiff hands, and they've tried everything. I'm joking about the lotions and potions and all that stuff, and I'm not joking about the lotion. I'm not even mentioning pills, right?
Right.
I'm not even mentioning the pills. So if you know someone that has that, or it could be other parts of their body, but we want to show you today how it's very likely and possible we've had extreme success from removing unprocessed trapped emotions and then having people be very flexible. We'd like that to go down today. So what is that, and what are we talking about, John? Cue Dr. Brad's book, please.
Yeah, so we're talking about the emotion code. This is what we're talking about. This is what we do. We're practitioners, certified practitioners in the emotion code. So Dr. Brad wrote the book. There it is.
There it is. And John and I are both certified practitioners. And, when people say, what do you do for a living? Well, we don't really use the P word because people don't understand it. But John, this is what we really do for a living. We are one of these. Tell us about
proxy. So we act on your behalf. So the client sitting at home, receiving the session, we are the practitioners, act as a proxy. So we're doing distance healing. So we connect to you from a distance. So anywhere in the world, this works. That's
right. It's like we're voting on your behalf, or we're fixing your computer on your behalf. And by doing so, we've got to, before we even get started, your subconscious mind, your brain, your subconscious mind knows everything, right? So our job is to ask it some questions. We're going to be your proxy because you might not know how to use the emotion code. That's what we do. We're proxy people. And John, we are going to use Dr. Brad's emotion code chart. Tell us about that.
Emotion code chart. So there's 2 columns, 6 rows on this chart, totaling 60 trapped emotions. You can see it there. And so we are communicating with your subconscious. So we're asking your subconscious questions. It's a yes or no question. Find the emotion on the chart and get rid of it. Simple as that. So, but it has to be a yes or no. So is it in column A or is it in column B? And then we narrow down from there, right?
So these are a list of unprocessed emotions. Or can you just double click on the word unprocessed? What does that mean?
Yeah. So we're it's an unprocessed emotion is a emotion from the past that you didn't get over or move past, right? So it's a little ball of energy, maybe the size of your fist. That emotion is there in your body, lodged in your physical body somewhere. Could be wreaking havoc, aggravating the tissues, and creating those aches and pains, preventing that natural sort of energy flow, blood flow throughout your body, right? So that's what it is. It's an unprocessed emotion, maybe the size of your fist. Yeah.
Okay, so, and we have to find out which one it is, and there's this many, there's 60. We're not guessers, and we're not psychic, and we don't have special abilities, but we're going to be doing muscle testing to help us find the answer.
So we use muscle testing, we use our hands, fingers, looks a little bit funny like this, right? But so we connect up to you as a proxy. We're asking your subconscious yes or no questions, finding them on the chart. We're using muscle testing to find the answer. So when the answer is a yes, our fingers will lock up. If it's a no, it'll release and let go. If it's no, let it go. Yeah.
Good. And that's what we're going to do. It's like us accessing your computer, asking your computer the questions to help us find the file that contains the bug, right? Now, I'm going to be working with Sylvia today, and one of the important things for us to be able to connect with somebody, just like if I walked into your house and I'm on my phone and I see that you have Wi-Fi, it doesn't mean I can connect to it. It means it's available for me to connect. So I got to get the what, John?
Permission. So we need your permission. So you say yes. So people in the comments volunteering, hey, yeah, work on me. So in other words, if we see someone limping down the sidewalk, we don't just help them out because we think it's in their best
I'm
interest.
not scared of that. I approach people on the street.
You can talk to them, but you need their permission.
Yeah, you need your permission. So you know what? Sylvia Cohen's given me implied permission. So here's what's gone down so far. I am going to be Sylvia's proxy. She doesn't even have to live in my city, or Sylvia, tell us what country it is. Let's make this far as possible. This is distance healing. I'm going to do this on her behalf. I'm going to be her proxy. I'm going to be using muscle testing. I'm going to show you that. Her brain is going to tell me which one of the emotions on the emotion code is causing the problem. And because we like to show off here on the Bro Show, we want to know the severity of the problem. And Sylvia is telling me it's her right thumb and wrist, and the severity of the inflexibility or pain is a 7 or an 8. See, John, that gives us a starting point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good. So there is one little secret to a good connection, and you'll see us do it, both John and I. John,
drinking a little bit of water. Drinking a lot of water, yeah. So we need to stay hydrated as practitioners.
Okay, good stuff. So, and all of that. So big deal. We found the emotion that's causing the problem. Big deal. You found it. Big deal. Here's the big deal. John, what are we going to do with it?
So the process, the end of it includes a magnet. So we take a magnet, swipe it over our governing meridian a few times, and that clears it out or deletes it, vaporizes it, transmutes it. Yeah, it looks like that.
Yeah, you don't have to like it or understand it or believe it. But listen, when you start throwing a ball and hanging on hands and all that other stuff you haven't done for a while because of that pain, you can thank us later. So, again, so I'm going to start the session, John. While I'm doing that, you could find somebody that you'd like to help, and then we'll come back to you after it. So, good. So I'm using this muscle testing. I call it the Drawbridge Technique, where this finger actually, it's like a drawbridge. It gets weak. If it's a no, it stays shut if it's a yes. And I just keep the motor running, just keep the motor. So these are no's. So am I Michael? Yes. Am I Sylvia? No. So I'm just connecting with Sylvia Cohen. I have her permission. It's like I'm dialing up to the universe. I'm looking for a computer. I'm just checking for Sylvia Cohen. Let me know when I'm right here. Am I Sylvia Smith? Am I Michael Cohen? Am I Michael Loche? Am I Sylvia Cohen? I am. There we go. So now I'm going to pretend it's her voice, that even though I'm her proxy. I was telling Michael about the severity of my right thumb and my wrist and the inflexibility and the pain. On a scale of 1 to 10, what is the severity of this pain? Is it 1? That's a no. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? It's a 7. Okay. That's what she said, 7 to 8. So here's a little question I like to ask. What is the percentage that the severity of all of this pain is caused by emotion? I'm not making it up. I'm asking her brain. That's a know-it-all. What is the percentage that this pain is caused by unprocessed trapped emotions that Michael knows the list of? Is it over 50, 60, 70, 80, 90? Is it over 100? No. Is it under 100? No. So what is it, John? 100. Her subconscious mind, Sylvia's subconscious mind, that's a brainiac, knows everything, does all the math and calculations, say 100% of this pain is caused by trapped emotions. Okay, good. Well, we've got the right number. You've got the right bros to do the work. So now my job is to muscle test, scan the chart, but I'm just going to get an overall idea. So how many trapped emotions are causing this discomfort that I can delete right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good. Do I need to know, well, how many years ago did I have an experience where I held in these emotions that got lodged in my hands that are causing this? Is it over 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 6, 7, 8? Not over 8, not under 8, Captain Obvious, and 8. So her brainiac brain is saying 8 years ago, there was a possible experience that lodged these 5 emotions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 emotions that are causing this discomfort. I know what they are, and I'm going to delete them one at a time. So the first one is blaming. So she held in blaming. The next emotion is dread, deleting this dread. Explain that again, John.
So the magnet, so the whole process finds it, surfaces it, and the magnet clears it out of the governing meridian, which connects to all the meridians. So a big blast of energy amplified by the magnet clears out through your whole energy system, meridian system, vaporizes it from existence. So it's gone, never to return again.
That's right. Okay, so, I'm going to measure my work now. That's why we like to have a severity. Before today's session, what was the severity of the stiffness and discomfort in my right thumb and wrist? Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? And now it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Okay, just going to disconnect from Sylvia. People are saying, yeah, we'll see about that. Well, you know what? That's why we're going to have a little disconnection. I'm going to disconnect from Sylvia. There we go. There, I shut down the computer. I'm not connected to her anymore. So we'd like to get an update. I'd like to get an update from Sylvia. Doing the same thing, Sylvia. Before you said it was a wrist and your right wrist. And my goal today was to demonstrate how I can be your proxy, delete these unprocessed emotions that are causing it. That was a quick session, but my goal is you will see a reduction. So hang out with us for another 4 or 5 minutes or for the rest of the show. We'd love to get an update from you, and come back next Saturday and give us a long-standing update from a week. Let us know in the chat. Over to you, John. What are you finding?
Yeah, well, we're going to stay in the same area of the right thumb, and I'm going to work with, where was it? Judy Niss. Yeah. So she says, hi, bros. Good morning. I've had sporadic pain, right thumb for many decades. Impress me, bros! Exclamation. So,
you, Judy Niss.
Good, Judy. Can you give me a severity? And I'll just connect up and get started here and see what we can find today. See what trapped emotions are, if there are any in there. I assume there are. Okay, so yeah, excellent proxies. I'm just going to tune in, connect up, make that intention, connect up Judy. I'm muscle testing with my hands here. So I do have a good connection. Yes, connect as a proxy. Yes. Okay, so pain, right thumb, just right in there. Is the severity, is it a 10? It's sporadic, so I guess comes and goes. So it's probably not going to be a 10, but 10. Is it? That's 7.
She's saying it's a 4 right now.
4. Yeah, I got 7.
Yeah.
Overall. So it's a 4 right now. It's a 4. Okay. So is there a trapped emotion associated with this pain, right thumb, or creating this pain? Yeah. Trapped emotion we can clear to reduce, eliminate this pain here. Judy. Okay. So is it column A? No, Judy. Is it be odd or even? Okay, odd. So is it B1? 3. So yeah, it's B1, first one, second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one. So I got overjoy. Okay, need to know more. No, so overjoy is a kind of unique in that it's a positive emotion, but it's too much. So it's intense elation, too much, way too much.
Was it you that gave the example of kids finding out they're going to Disney World or something?
I've said that a few times.
Yeah, and then start to cry, and it looks like they're,
Yeah.
That's
They get there and they meet Mickey Mouse. Like, can you imagine? Yeah.
Or finding out they're going. To me, that's overjoy too.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. So, is there another trapped emotion, Judy, we can identify and a release to reduce, eliminate this pain? Yeah. Is it in column A? No. So be odd, be even, be odd again. So 1, 3. Yeah. So it's B3. Grief. Need to know more. No. Good. Release grief. Release, release, release. And that's cleared. Good. All right, Judy, is there another trapped emotion? Yeah. Column A, yeah. So A odd, even. A4, A6. So it's A4. Is it hatred or guilt? It's hatred. Clear hatred. It's a hot one.
Yeah, and listen, there's sometimes it can make no sense at all, and sometimes you'll say, "Ooh, I know exactly what was happening," but you don't need to figure it out. Everybody, that's the job is find it. It's like we found a bug in your computer. How much time do you want to spend to try to find out how it got there? Delete it.
Get rid of it. Yeah, fix it.
Yeah.
You get on with your life. Yeah. Yeah. Is there another trapped emotion? So right thumb, is there another trapped emotion associated with this pain? Severity. Is it 5 or higher? No. 3? I got a 3. I started with a 7.
Oh, yeah.
She said it's a 4 right now.
Well, I bet you ideally she'll be able to feel results from that.
Yeah, a couple emotions there. Yeah. So any changes, Judy, right now? Just cleared a few things. Just let me know in the comments.
Yeah. Good. We're going to let Judy and Sylvia kind of get zoned back in again, give us an update. We're looking for a new number from 0 to 10. We'd like to measure it that way. Our goal today was to introduce as many people as possible to the idea that we can do this for you. We can help reduce the pain, but we'd really like some proof in the pudding. So we're going to ask for volunteers to do that. Little announcement here, going live at the top of the hour. If you're watching after today, the show is still on there. I am doing a business training for business, so certified emotion code practitioners and body code practitioners. And this one's called, So What Do You Do? Yeah, you with the headlights. You with the deer in the headlights. So here, I'm going to promise you, practitioners, could be for non-practitioners too, it's a model. I'm going to teach you a model that you can use that when you answer the question, people say, oh, tell me more about that. As opposed to a magnet. No, don't tell them about the magnet. I'm going to teach you how to do it. And I'm going to teach you what words to use that'll stimulate your appointment. So if you want to increase the way that you attract business through people asking what you do, you want to do it with ease, I can help you at the top of the hour. There's a worksheet that goes with that. And you can go to michaellogier.com/events, get the worksheet, or the link to the worksheet's also in the post. There. John, we put your website address on the right-hand side so people can find out how to have an appointment with you. Same with me, michaellogier.com. So we're waiting for some more feedback. Now, John, we are going to read some more comments here.
Okay, so Sylvia, yeah.
So, John, why don't you give us some I'll give context around Sylvia.
Yeah, you worked with her. Why don't you read it? Yeah.
So today we worked on people's stiff hands, fingers, and wrists. And John and I have had extreme success using the emotion code to help people feel better doing that. These are unprocessed emotions the size of a baseball. Imagine having 5 or 10 of them in your wrist. No wonder you can't bend it. So we're your proxy. We'll do it for you because that's what we're trained to do, to identify the emotion that's causing it and deleting it. We're 23 minutes after. I might have started Sylvia's session at 10 minutes after. So 10 minutes ago, Sylvia said on her thumb and wrist, it was right. The pain was 7 to 8 on her pain. 7 out of 10 or 8 out of 10. It was 7 out of 10. Update from Sylvia. My thumb straightened out magically, and the pain is down to a 3 so far. So you can feel that, everybody. You know, when you have a pain of a 7 or 8 and this happens, boom. Well, you know what? This is the magic right here. Thanks to Dr. Bradley Nelson, who is introducing the world to this process. And to be able to train John and I to do that for you. What a great success. You have a happy birthday to Sylvia Cohen, who can hold her head up high with her straight thumb and notice the flexibility in her hand. We proved it today, John. We proved that at a distance through distance healing by being your proxy and knowing the questions to ask and how to read the chart, deleting it for you, we can get instant results. You don't need to be on the video. You don't need to be in our rooms. You don't need to be in the office. You just need to be full of permission.
Yeah, sit at home.
Okay, John, this one's for you.
Worked with Judy. Yeah, maybe 5 minutes ago. So she says, yes, feels much better. Each emotion you mentioned, my pain changed. Thanks, bros. Awesome. Is there a number? Is that like you said 4, so is that like
you want,
3 or 2 or a 1, Judy?
Well, I tell you,
oh, she said 1.
My clients.
She said 1. You're magic. Pain is 1 now. Thumbs up, guys. Okay.
Where's that?
Perfect. Yeah, and her thumb, you guys are wizards. Yeah, sorcery, wizardry. It's, we've heard those terms
I like
before.
getting a number. Doesn't have to be 0, but we like to know, because if you're, like Judy said, people say, oh, it feels much better, then we don't, to us, we're done. But if you say it's a 1, it's like, okay, there's still some more to do. We know. So we love getting numbers. So Judy again is saying she's down to a 1 right here.
Yeah. Thumbs up, guys.
Yeah.
Thumbs up, bros. Yeah.
Premier is saying, give us a thumbs up, Sylvia. There we go. That's funny. Good stuff. Well, you know what? We're coming back. We are doing a series on this. Why? Because it's important. Why? Because it's widespread. Almost everybody knows somebody or yourself that might be getting stiff hands and fingers. Of course, it's no different whether you have stiff toes or ankles or shoulders, but we're staying up here in the next couple of weeks. If you are watching this live, or you know somebody that, instead of waiting to say, I hope I get picked on the Bro Show, do yourself a favor. Honestly, book 2 25-minute sessions with John and I, and let us start here so you can do all of this again and then work on other stuff. That's why we're here. We want to let you know that we can help, and that the Emotion Code can help, and that we are the people to do that for you.
Definitely. Yeah.
We agree with Kareen here. What's Kareen telling us?
Yeah, Kareen's saying, I'm grateful that Dr. Bradley Nelson developed the Emotion Code and the Body Code. We can help many, many people.
And you know what? There could have been a time when he had to decide whether to share it or not, right?
There was. I think it's in his book. Yeah, he was kind of like, am I going to be like what was it? Maybe like the computer programmer or something, or like the, natural health. I think it was always there, the natural health. But yeah, he developed this amazing modality for us all to have and share. Yeah.
So every Friday, John and I send an email at 9 o'clock on Friday morning, just to kind of give you a heads up about what the show's about. It's also a good opportunity to share it with your friends that might have stiff hands and fingers. So the address is being on the ticker tape there on the bottom, how to get on that list. And then we send you another email like we did this morning, most of you, if you're on the email list, a nice little heads up, hey, we're going live at the top of the hour. That way you can get your stuff ready. We would love to hear our friends that we worked on today to come back and give us another update. And we'd love to work with you one-on-one and see you here next week. Okay. I think that's it, John. Again, we've been giving you John and I's address on how you can have a session with us. We both have online calendars. It's easy breezy. You can look at the calendar, pick a slot, get the email, and we'll tell you what you need to do to meet us on the video or by telephone. And, if you're calling about your hands and wrists, then that's our number one focus. Our goal will always to be to get it to 0. That's the goal. And the second session, we can do any tune-ups, and make sure you bring a list of other things, because as you saw today, in a short period of time, we can help. We just want to be in a position to support you following that first session.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that like the most tangible, greatest results after kind of like that second or third session for people just over the years of doing this. That's sort of like this, just being honest. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's, I mean, sometimes some people, John and I both have a list on our websites of other things because you think, well, what else? I think someone, Judy was saying she didn't know we were working in this area, right? She might have watched us on the business shows talking about money and clients. And it's like, what? They work with stiff fingers and hands? I didn't know that. So when you want to help us work with your stiff fingers and hands, also check out our menu. And it's like a restaurant menu. You can go check off other things you want us to help you with.
Yeah, we're going to put thumbs in the title for next week, eh?
Can we do that? Thumbs up? Oh, thumbs. Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought you meant the thumbs up. You're funny. Okay, I think that's it, John. We've said hello to, hey, listen, if we missed you today, well, you know what? There's a couple of people. I'm seeing Tashina Hill. I didn't see her name earlier. There was a lot of chat. So saying hello to Tashina. Sherry Day Foster, other people that I didn't get a chance to say hello to. Hey, we're back next week. If you are an emotion code practitioner or know one, let them know the top of the hour in 30 minutes. I'm going to teach you how to answer that oh so common, unmisunderstood question. So what do? You'll be able to use it today. John, thanks for hanging out again today. We'll see you next week on the special episode on fingers, hands, and wrists, featuring the thumb.
Perfect. Yeah. Thanks, everyone. Have a great week.
See you later.